So, I had to represent, raws are healthy, probably the healthiest things to smoke out of. So I had to represent for my fellow stoners out there, pothead, cannabis entrepreneurs, whatever you want to call it. I don't know. But yeah, I had to represent for y'all. So today, we are going to go over what 420 is even about, because realistically, it has no meaning. I say that because whenever you ask someone, hey, why do you celebrate 420? What is 420 about? No one really has an answer. It's not like, it's like, oh, I don't know. It's just the day, so you happen to partake in your THC, CBD things more on 420 than you would on a regular day. For some people, it is a regular day for them, so they don't care. But for some, they really consider this day like a holiday. So with that said, I figured I would look up some 420 facts and inform you guys of what the heck it's about, how it got started, why it's still going, and afterwards or during, you guys can sit back, relax, and partake in your own 420 festivities. Okay, here it goes. Okay, so first things first, let's debunk the myths and these absurd, reasons that people make up or think 420 is actually about. So, one idea is that the phrase 420 comes from a Bob Dylan song. I don't know. I don't listen to Bob Dylan. That's cool. Maybe it does, but that's not why. This day is what it is. There are 420 chemicals in cannabis. Now see, I'm sure that people have to use chemicals to kind of allow the plant to grow, the same way that people put things on their grass to allow their grass to grow and their flowers and stuff. But I've never in my life heard that there's 420 chemicals in cannabis. There is the theory that Police Code 420 means that marijuana smoking is in progress. Yeah, no, I don't know. Maybe. You'd have to ask a cop. I'm not one. They say that April 20th is the anniversary of Bob Marley's death. It's not true. To prove how not true that is, he died in May 11th. May, that's 5/11. Nothing near 420. So, May 11th, 1981 is the day that Bob Marley passed away. There are some people that think that it's Bob Marley's birthday. Also not true. He was born in February 6th to be exact. 2/6 doesn't match 420. So realistically, this holiday has nothing to do with Bob Marley. There is the theory that tea time in Amsterdam is 4:20 p.m. And I mean, that could be true. I've never gone to Amsterdam, but I just highly doubt that the entire world is focused on Amsterdam's tea time as to when they decided to celebrate cannabis. So, needless to say, there are all types of myths and different things that you kind of have to debunk. Or you could just use as an excuse to smoke, but I don't really see why you need an excuse. Just live your life and do what you want to do. You don't need to be like, oh, I'm smoking extra today because it's Bob Marley's anniversary. It's not. Just live your life. Do what you want to do. Period. Let's move on to what actually happened on 420 one day. I've read this story in multiple, on multiple platforms and different resources, so I'm assuming consistent, this may actually be the real 420 story. Okay, now let's really go over what happened on 420. The true history behind the holiday dates back to 1971. That's right, 1971. 1971. There were 5 high school friends known as the Waldos. Don't ask me why they called themselves the Waldos. No one ever knew. 5 high school friends that are known as the Waldos heard of an abandoned plot of pot plants in California's, I think it was like a California forest. I think it was like San Rafael or something like that, that section in California. So these 5 guys heard about this, hidden loot in a sense, and they made plans to find it. They were like, oh, we gotta go searching. But each student was an athlete pretty much, and so they wouldn't be able to search for this land of pot until after sports and things like that, since they were in high school. And usually the time that the treasure hunting had to begin was around 4:20 p.m. So these 5 guys pretty much had it planned out that after they were done with their sports in school, they would meet up supposedly on the day that the 5 of them have planned to meet up after school and sports. They all, beginning of the day, like whispered to each other, hey, 4:20, don't forget 4:20. As far as like 4:20 is the time that we meet up. And they all went to this statue of, I don't know who this, it was like Louis Pasteur or something. I don't know who the heck this statue is of, but they all met at the statue at 4:20 as promised. Once they met at the statue, they all got super high, because remember, it's in the 70s, so they all got super high, and I believe they were blazing in a 1966 Chevy Impala, if we're really getting into detail. They were blazing and then went on their search to find this abandoned plot of pot plants. Yeah, no, they never found it. I mean, you sent 5 high guys into the forest. What did you think was gonna happen? So yeah, it was unsuccessful. The 5 of them got high, went to the forest, tried to find this thing, and it didn't work. But the essential part of the story is that they met up at 4:20. It was a big event for them, a big deal, and so that's how we got 4:20 as like a Blazem type reference. They went for weeks on weeks on weeks, meeting at the same time. 4:20 went to go find this land, never did, and to this day it's been undiscoverable. So yeah, that's how stoners kind of got this day to celebrate and reflect. I can only really talk about the legalization in the States, the United States, because that is where I'm from, but I know that so many other countries were like way ahead of us when it came to the legalization, medical, decriminalization, and recreational. Like, there was a lot of people ahead of us. But so shout out to you guys, and shout out to you guys in general. I can't believe I'm reaching people in like Brazil and Amsterdam and London, and that just makes my heart swell. So thanks, that's so cool. Please comment below, tell me where you're from, tell me if you partake in cannabis or not, or just say hi. So I can only tell you what states in the United States are fully legal, like fully, walk down the street D.C. Illinois, or Illinois. I never understood if the S was silent in that state or not. Maine, Massachusetts, I never liked that the name has Massa in it, but they didn't ask me. Michigan, Detroit, stand up. I got family out there. But anyway, whole state, Michigan. Montana, Tony Montana. Massachusetts. I always never really liked the fact that it had Massa in the name, but they didn't ask me. Massachusetts. Michigan. Montana, like Tony Montana. Y'all are good to go. But Tony Montana was doing a lot of other things other than marijuana, so I don't follow Tony Montana's rule. I didn't mean to bring him up for ideas and suggestions. Just Montana, be safe. Nevada, you guys are good. Nevada. New Jersey. I feel like New Jersey is actually kind of recent, so congrats, New Jersey. You guys are good to go, New Jersey. I think you still have to look up state by state, like instructions. I don't know if Jersey has like a curfew or something where, I don't know, there's like Jersey, I feel like has a little bit of different rules. I'm from New York, so I only know New York's rules, but like, look up your state information, because I don't want to give you the wrong info. I'm just looking at a site that is telling me who is fully legal and who isn't. And I'm not mentioning who isn't because complications. Maybe you guys have medical legal use, but not recreational, and it gets complicated. So if I'm saying your state, it's just because you can literally walk down the street and be good. But I also don't know how many like plants that you can plant in your house and all that. Google it. After New Jersey, New York. What? New York is very new. I think it just happened like last month, actually, that they got recreational legalization. So shout out to New York. Be careful and have fun and just, be New York. Oregon, you guys are good, Oregon. South Dakota. There's like a little asterisk next to South Dakota on the list that I'm looking at, so again, just look up your states to find out any specific details. Vermont. Ooh, Vermont seems like a nice place to be legal. Beautiful mountains. Good for you, Vermont. Washington. So we're good. Forget what I said earlier. You can go to Washington or Washington, D.C. You'll be fine. So I think that's like 17 states that I mentioned being completely recreational. recreational and legal. Hold on. Have this map to kind of show you. The dark green is where you're good to go. The white is where it's like, no, don't even try it. No. So we're getting there, America, slowly but surely. I do want to make this very clear before we end this video, that this video is in no way, shape, or form trying to influence those to partake in any type of cannabis use. If, first, if you're not over 18, like, just in my opinion, I'm not judging you at all, but if you're under 18, I would just wait a little longer. I know some people don't think age matters, but it can. Your brain is still developing, and eventually it will be fully developed. But until then, know yourself, know your health, know your body. You could react in ways that other people don't. For some people, I know cannabis can help with their anxiety. I know others where cannabis brings them anxiety. So it's like, you really gotta know yourself. Do it for the right reasons. Don't just think you're cool, because no one cares. No one is looking at you and thinking, oh man, look at him smoking, he's so cool. I don't even know where that idea came from, maybe from the 50s or something. It's not cool or uncool. It really is for like medical use, anxiety, depression, certain things it can be more helpful for, and certain things it really may not. So, talk to your doctor about it, especially if you're in a place where it is recreational. Don't be embarrassed. Especially if it's a place where it is recreational. Don't be embarrassed. Go in, say, hey, I'm looking for more information, or I don't know if this is going to be good for me. I personally get really bad migraines and things like that. So that would be one of the first things I would say. Like, I've been struggling with this, and I just don't know if this is going to be good or bad. And see what your doctor says. So, talk it out, get some information now that it's not as shunned upon, if that makes sense. And it could be that maybe THC is not part of the plant that's going to benefit you, but CBD is. There are so many components to the plant that you kind of have to figure out. You may not need the THC, which is going to give you the head high. You may just need like CBD creams because you have joint pains. Or do your research. I hope everybody has a very enjoyable, safe, relaxing, and chilled 420 all across the world. Whether you're in the States, out of the States, legal in your area,